Hey, welcome and salutations to a very, very special edition of Dog Fight Sports. Can we bark it out a little bit? This episode is a very special edition because we didn't even know it was going to happen until a couple hours ago. But there's a hell of a lot of things happening in free agency, and the group chat was blowing up, so I figured I was going to say, hey, Ulysses S. Rant, would you come in and grace us with your presence on this Monday night? Even though it's very late, and we can do a little bit of barking, a little bit of talking about sports. So we got myself, Nick New Name, we got Ulysses S. Rant, the very specialist for free agency. We also have Ed, the Wild Man Wilson, on the show tonight. How are you guys feeling about free agency tonight?
Cold. Free agency? A little disappointed after watching what happened to Kareem Hunt and knowing that he's going to be a free agent again. How about
Kareem Hunt, I didn't even know he was on the chopping block. Maybe we could go to Ulysses S. Rant for a rundown of what's going on tonight.
Well, it was a great day to be a football fan. You had all these players moving around. If you were following the news, you kept hearing all these things, and it's definitely an exciting day. So we can't cover everything, but we can cover what the Browns did and talk about some things from around the league. Definitely a lot of good players moving.
Oh, the Browns, they made a couple of moves, and they traded their limited draft stock, and they got another big-time wide receiver in Judge Judy. Am I correct?
That's right.
Or is it Jerry Judy?
Either way. We all know who you're talking about. Yeah, the acquisition from Denver last year, 758 yards, 54 receptions. I did mention before about how the Browns needed to improve the receiver room.
Oh, yeah.
And here you have a pretty solid pickup. I mean, that remains to be seen. But, yeah, definitely a solid pickup. That'll complement Amari Cooper out there.
Now, what do you feel about the draft capital that we traded away to get Jerry Judy?
Well,
because if I'm not mistaken, did we not trade the exact same package to acquire Jerry Judy as we did to acquire Amari Cooper just such a short time ago?
Well, I believe it was a third and fourth rounder.
No. Go lower.
Oh, okay.
First round?
No. The other way. Fifth and sixth round.
No,
it was that low?
Yeah,
All
fifth
right.
and sixth round package.
Okay.
We traded away to get Amari Cooper, who has been our number one receiver, and he's been putting up yards and putting up touchdowns like it's his job, because it is. And now we traded away exactly the same draft capital, a fifth and a sixth, for Jerry Judy, and that tandem is going to be lights out, is it not?
Oh, it's going to be great. But if you think about, fifth, sixth round of the draft, that's pretty far down. I mean, what else? I mean, you might see a couple players actually really make it that far so low in the draft. But,
and what else do we got to trade away? Because we've already gotten pretty low and pretty skimpy in our draft capital, so we got to be making these back-of-the-napkin deals. And like a big shout-out to our general manager for putting together this package, the same package that he put together. And because he's got like one or maybe 1.5 hands tied behind his back, he doesn't have that much to deal with. He's lost all his first-rounders because of that man who may not be named on this podcast. But he worked with what he had, and now we're going to the draft. We got almost nothing to draft from, but we got the big man, Jerry Judy. We got Amari Cooper still, so that tandem is going to be snatching balls out of the air. And what do you think about their production for one or both for the rest of the season?
Well, that all depends on who's throwing to them and how proficient they are. We've seen Flacco throwing the long ball, but we know Watson can do it. We've seen glimpses of it. So if those guys can run their routes, get open, you never know. Now we got a new offensive coordinator with Dorsey. So that's another that gives Stefanski an eye in the sky because he likes to coach from the booth. So,
now, Mr. Dorsey, where did he come from?
From the Bills.
Oh, Bills, they're prolific offense, so we were able to get that offensive coordinator. Is that a big improvement on our game?
Oh, I think it'll be great. I mean, you look at the Bills' explosive offense they've had in the past few years, and he knows how to coach quarterback running schemes, too. So,
pull it up to your mouth, sir.
It is.
With us having a dual-threat
quarterback. I just haven't anything
to
to say yet. I was waiting for him to talk.
with us having a dual threat quarterback with Deshaun Watson. I mean, look what they've done with Josh Allen. So, yeah, I do think that Dorsey could be really good for us. So we'll see.
Otherwise, you hear me breathing. We're listening to you here, Kyle.
Okay.
All right, Wildman Wilson, let's get you in on this thing. What do you think about the wide receiver production for the Browns last year, and how do you think it's going to improve with Judge Judy laying down the gavel?
Well, I feel like because we've always had good defense, that an improvement on the offense would be a nice adjustment. Hopefully, get us more yards in a game, and then more touchdowns overall. Now, that's at least my thoughts
So
on
you're
this.
looking for touchdowns. You're looking for the big gainers. You're looking for those 50-yard bombs, just like
Those
Joe Flacco.
first downs, absolutely, yeah, because that's mainly like where we would fall short. Like, we have a great defensive game, but like we wind up just not getting enough first downs to keep us moving downfield. So it'd be nice to see us getting an addition to the team, especially with receiver and then the coaching to help us improve in that area on the field.
Now, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the fact that a wide receiver is only going to be as good as the quarterback throw into them. So
Right.
maybe Ulysses S. Rand, you could tell us about the quarterback situation, because some people think we're keeping Joe Flacco, some people think we're getting rid of Joe Flacco.
See, and I was going to get to that because the thing is now there's only so many available starter jobs around the league, and I think really that's what Flacco's hoping for and wants. But if you look now, with especially after the free agency moves and after the draft today, I don't know if there's going to be
The draft today. Sorry, I just want to
I'm
make sure
sorry.
that we're not
The free
mixing
agency
metaphors.
today.
We're in the first day of tampering period, and
Right.
Scotty Too Hottie just notified us just a minute ago. Free agency hasn't even really started yet. This is the legal tampering period, a few days before real
What-
free agency.
So
but,
what does
okay.
legal tampering mean?
Yeah. What?
Well, legal tampering is like free agency hasn't officially started.
So that's just where you slap a tag on the guy.
Oh no, you're just kind of front running free agency. So like you're like kind of doing the backroom deal, and like,
Politicking.
hey, Joe Flacco, come to our team. Hey, Christian Kirk. Oh, I'm sorry, Kirk Cousins, come to our team.
Kareem Hunt as well.
But the official start of free agency is not for a couple days still. Hey. Well, do you guys want to get to a couple of quarterbacks around the league? Because we're talking about quarterbacks.
So, all right, let's start with Joe Flacco then, because he was our leading quarterback for last season, right? How do you feel about him playing as our starting quarterback for this coming year in 2024?
Well, I feel like a lot of people think that he's got about the same chance of fart in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
He'll make a solid backup. But plus with Flacco on the team, you paying him for his mind too. But no, you got to have Deshaun out there.
I mean, we were paying Deshaun hundreds of millions of
I
dollars.
mean,
So-
and you saw glimpses of his game like last year in the Baltimore game.
It was
So,
almost all terrible. I say almost all because, like, once again, those glimpses
glimpses.
were like a light behind a full black screen with one slit in it. And we're like, all right, you're getting like 2% of light coming through this thing. Like, when he actually showed up, it was good, but he only did it like 2 games that I can remember, and then they
Yeah.
put him out. Like, he's like, oh, I'm injured, or like, oh, his previous injury was hindering him so much that they wound up just pulling him out anyways.
I love your colorful metaphors. Like 2% of a light behind a black screen.
With a
Can we
slit
just-
in it.
Can
Yeah.
we describe Deshaun Watson in any better of a way? 2% of a light behind a black screen.
I don't think I can.
Now, I'm sure you guys can't hear from the peanut gallery, but we're getting
like a waning moon, just a little. You only see a little bit.
That is good.
Now, we can talk about Brown's problems all day, but I think that today what we really want to talk about was the shifting and the movement of all the major players. So, Ulysses S. Rant, you got a quarterback situation for us that talks about all the major quarterbacks that are moving their home today.
Yeah. So obviously the big one late last night, going into today would be Russell Wilson signed with the Steelers, and I heard they had a big fancy hype video of people waving their towels, and it was actually set to the song "Renegade" by Styx, which I actually really like that
Ooh,
song.
all right.
So,
Jig is up and moving out.
I think
and
Russell
finally
Wilson will be a good
found us.
fit there.
Yeah.
I think it's bad news for us as Browns fans.
You're riding with Russell on that one? Russell with his muscles?
Oh, I've always liked him. I mean, I really liked him when he was with Seattle. I think he kind of fell down with Denver, but we'll see what he can do with Tomlin and in there with Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
Well, it's funny because the Denver fans are saying this is one of the worst trades of all time. They basically cut him with that like $83 million cap hit. They said they basically paid a king's ransom to get rid of him.
Right.
So I guess
yeah, and that's the thing is Pittsburgh gets him for so cheap that then they have other money for other things. And bad.
Well, I guess there's a little bit
bad for a Browns fan.
a little bit of a caveat. I'm looking at maybe I'm being a little bit of a wild man. I'm taking from your monkey here, and I'm seeing what Detroit, Denver did. I'm like, you got the $83 million cap hit. I'm like, could the Browns do something similar? Could they take a big cap hit to get rid of, let's say, an embattled quarterback?
Deshaun Watson.
Yes, but now I'm kind of getting away from the main thing here. So you said Russell Wilson over to the Steelers, and that's going to be a big upgrade for potentially for them if he can get back to form from Seattle. Now, do you got anybody else, other big names that are going around, or you want to keep on that for a second?
There were a few other quarterback moves around the league. New England signed Jacoby Brissett.
Ooh, Brisket.
Okay.
So I always liked him with the Browns. It's good to see him get into a role there, starting role there. I'm sure they'll sign. I'm sure they'll draft someone behind him, but that'll be good for him. Gardner Minshew to the Raiders.
Oh,
so that's an interesting one.
So who was the starting quarterback for the Raiders this past season? Was that Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yep, that sounds right. And I don't know where he is now. So
he might be playing not left field but left out.
Yeah, playing Madden.
And we got a comment on the podcast. George is tuning in. He says, "Ed, you're looking fine. Your head looks like the football from Hey Arnold."
Fuck yeah. Gotta represent.
And Kirk Cousins to Atlanta.
Oh my, Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
You like that? Going to Atlanta, that's a big move.
And so the Browns have made some moves today. Some big moves, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
They did lose Sione Takitaki to New England.
No, not Taki.
Yeah,
I like
he made some
Taki.
big tackles.
Did you want to
for
get
He
on
was
Taki?
good.
Yeah.
And he was a good addition to our team.
Anthony Walker signed with the Miami Dolphins.
Okay. So is there any prospects of us getting another quarterback? Considering that we went through 4 quarterbacks last year.
Well, I think they're all in.
Hello. This is Richie Rich.
Hey.
How are you,
Come to
folks?
talk some football with us, huh, buddy?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I think he wanted to get a word in about Taki.
Yeah, how do you feel about Taki?
I'm indifferent. Yeah.
Okay.
Why
I
is
guess
it?
he's average, I guess. Yeah.
Dude,
Above average. I feel like we were saying his name all the time. Taki.
yeah. Dude, he was easy to cheer for, man.
Yeah, he has a nice name. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I saw him quite regularly in a game, truly contributing, tackle, sacks, keeping the other team in first downs is really
He's a decent linebacker.
especially I think what we had was it Jones? We got this guy that was 6'5", 6'6", something and he got injured in his second game with us, and he was out. And meanwhile, these short guys like Taki are truly pulling
Stepping
their
up.
weight.
Yeah.
We're
Next
all
man
right,
up.
we're not expecting to see that, but we did.
Stepping up their game.
Also, probably why they wanted to pick him up. They're like, no, we could definitely use to play like Taki on our team, and if the Browns don't want to keep him, then
So
we'll
we
take
really did get rid of him?
Yep.
Oh, damn. Okay.
All right, so we did lose Anthony Walker and Taki, as I mentioned, but the
Wow.
Browns did make some acquisitions. They re-signed Maurice Hurst, defensive
Okay.
tackle. I remember
Okay,
he had
yeah.
a great season last year, and his
That's
season,
a nice
his season
re-sign.
really got cut short due to injury.
Mm.
The Browns also re-signed Zadarius Smith, so that is a great compliment to Myles Garrett, and I think that was one of the concerns the team had going into the offseason.
No doubt.
You really need another guy on the other side of that line to be a complement to keep those offenses guessing.
Exactly.
So that was a huge signing. Good job to Andrew Berry and the Browns for that one. DePodesta.
So, any word on Kareem Hunt? Because I was just reading that he got 10 rushing touchdowns while having an adductor injury, which will be your outer, the muscle that connects to your hip on the outer side of your leg, which helps with opening your leg to the side. Like, apparently he had to have surgery on it, but he played through that injury and scored 10 touchdowns.
Still scored, yeah.
Yeah. And from what I was hearing was he was going to become a free agent at the end of that 2023 because they picked him up as a free agent, but they only signed him for a year. And I still haven't heard anything if he's still going to play for us or not. Because they
really should get him back.
Honestly, yeah. I'm like, why would you leave this excellent player out in the cold? Like when he's done so much for the team, all because and the only reason we brought him back was because Chubb got injured, and we all talked about how good Chubb and Hunt were together. 2 years ago, we were like those guys as a solid
combination.
Duo. Yeah. So I still haven't seen anything definitive on news if we're going to keep him. Have you guys heard anything?
Not yet. Yeah.
He's I feel like he's a truly undervalued player right now on the Browns team.
Yeah, and he's that guy you can give the ball to with down by the goal line, or just a few yards to score. And,
he'll run his ass off.
Or if you need a first down.
He'll jump over people.
Yeah,
I love how hard he
just to get 1 yard, he'll jump.
So I'm still
if he ain't with the Browns, which I wish he was, but I hope he finds a job somewhere.
Dude, I hope he's with the Browns. Because like you said before, after that incident that happened with him and that lady that was spouting racist slurs to him, he's when that all settled, he's I just want to go back home. And he is Willoughby area.
Back home,
and is just
they need to keep him in Cleveland.
The player. He's clearly shown he is worth it.
Keep him in Cleveland.
Yeah, keep Kareem Hunt in Cleveland.
The Browns also acquired Jordan Hicks from the Vikings.
Okay.
So there you go. You got a solid linebacker.
Not too shabby. Yeah.
He did win a Super Bowl with the Eagles.
Okay.
So even though you lost Taki and Walker, you
picked up him.
You picked him up, and you still got JOK back there on the linebacker. So even though you lost a couple pretty decent players, now you picked up one to complement JOK.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Browns defense can still be that juggernaut.
Oh yeah, we got a little wind here.
Yeah, we had to open up the case.
Check.
A little windy.
Yes.
I like that. It's a good pickup because Walker, he signed 1 year with Miami, and I like the fact that they picked up the Vikings guy Hicks.
Yep.
And
not too bad.
And then what happened with Taki now? Is
he signed with New England.
Okay.
That's
a good fit. But the thing about Walker and Taki, I have to point out is they always seem to get injured at some point throughout the season. You need
liability,
somebody in there, right? And JOK too, even though he does get injured, but that guy is sideline to sideline, plays lights out.
He's so fast.
Yeah, lights out. And I do have to say, as far as addressing the defense, and they did, they re-signed Hurst and they re-signed Smith, which is big. Because you need, that depth at the line and all that. But there's a lot of rumors. I don't know if you covered it just yet because I just kind of skipped in. They're looking to deal a cornerback.
No, we have not covered
it.
Denzel Ward?
No, they're trying to do Newsome, I think.
Not,
I don't think Ward's going anywhere because he's too much money, and this guy gets a concussion by opening up a box of cornflakes. He's on about his 97th concussion right now.
Yeah.
So nobody's going to pick him up. But Newsome is on the last year of his deal. So, for his rookie deal, so, with the fifth-year option, so they might be peddling him off, just because, the fact to re-sign him in salary cap. But they do have a lot of that. Okay. Got some comments. No, it's
Yeah, I can hear you.
Zach Moss to the Bengals.
No way.
Ah,
Wow.
Nice.
Breaking news: Joe Mixon released.
Holy crap.
Newsom's on the trading block.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we were just talking about that. Yeah, that's cool.
A lot of action happening.
Sometimes you
Wow.
got to shop your players and see what you can get.
Yeah. Yeah. That,
Wow.
I
Joe
mean,
Mixon.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's it. So,
Wonder where he'll go to. If
So, also some other news around the division. The Ravens lost Gus Edwards to the Chargers.
yep, Gus the Bus.
any. Wow.
That helps us.
Now
Think
they
about
still
it.
have Justin
Yeah, get him
Hill.
out of our division.
Right. Get him out of our way.
Tony Pollard signed with the Titans. So,
Okay.
No kidding.
I don't know if Derrick Henry is going to go somewhere now. I don't know where, but
Yeah.
Wow.
the big news.
Cowboys?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Right.
a good question.
we'll
All
know soon.
right.
Is Ezekiel
Maybe Kareem
coming
Hunt?
back?
I heard you guys talking about Kareem Hunt, though, but this is the inside kind of what I kind of heard with that. Is he's just sitting back, keep it fresh, like how the Browns kind of picked him up after Chubb went down and everything.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit there through training camp, but I agree with that because you want to
Maybe he'll want to be a RB1.
Yeah, he's not
Be a
really.
starter.
I don't see him going anywhere to another team really because RB1 because some of the past incidents he's got.
I hope
onto.
he- yeah,
he's
I
on his
hope he's-
last strike, one little stupid move, and
Right.
I hope
it's
he
all over
stays
for
with
him.
the
So-
Browns.
right, but
He's
he's
also
a great.
kind of injury prone.
Yeah, he's a great. But one of the things that you were talking about, because I just overheard that for a second, you guys talked about Chum and Hunt in the backfield at the same time. They never utilized that combination enough, in my opinion. There was only one or the other. You should have had a
And
dual
Hunt's-
threat.
Yeah, and Hunt's a good receiver as well.
Yes, and he's like you guys pointed out. He's solid on the goal line and first downs. He's a touchdown scorer. And
Yeah, he'll jump over anyone to score a touchdown.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
He's definitely better than
okay.
Definitely great backup. I trust him more than Strong or, and Ford's solid, but you got to think you're going to need about 3 to 5 running backs on your team just because of injuries. So it's good to have
You got to
depth.
have depth.
Got to have depth at that position.
Running backs are hard to come by now.
Yeah. And then they're underpaid, so it's like
Right.
the league has shifted more to pay the receivers and offensive linemen and
Yeah.
quarterbacks. So somebody's got to take the hit. It's been the running backs. And then speaking of division, did you talk about T. Higgins yet?
No, we did
Oh,
not.
this is great for the
Oh,
Browns.
T.
This is
Higgins?
great.
Oh,
We were
So they
waiting for you, Scotty.
franchised him. Oh, thank you, man. So they're beautiful. But they franchised T. Higgins, and players hate to be franchised because you're just on a 1-year deal. If you blow your deal out, you don't get your 4-year guaranteed money. So he's like with $21 million. He demanded to be traded from the Bengals. The Bengals might not want to trade him, but that doesn't mean the guy's going to play. I heard that if he's going to be franchised, he wants to be traded. He's going to sit there and say, "My groin, my nutsack, my knee hurts."
Everything's hurting.
That benefits
yeah.
the Browns.
Yeah.
Because, that takes out their
That's
number
true.
2 receiver.
Yeah.
So you
Good
don't have
point.
to have that threat. And then then getting jumping, because I know we're living at that time and stuff. The Steelers, Russell Wilson.
What the?
Did you
Yeah,
talk about
we
that
did
yet?
cover that.
I cannot believe
What do you
that.
think about that,
Oh,
Scotty?
well, I think it's great because, mighty big hands Kenny Pickens and then Mason Rudolph. There's their 2 little chump-ass
Yeah.
sloppy Joe
Now they-
badass quarterbacks. And now they got Russell Wilson. in there.
Russell.
So these dummies are sitting there, hey, Russell Wilson.
He
And
could
Mr.
have saved the
Mr.
Steelers.
Trubisky bailed.
Not really. Not really.
Right. But I have to say, every time Russell Wilson does play the Browns, he seems to beat the shit out of them. So, you know what I mean? Oh, we got some wind tunnel coming in here. But I think that
I
actually
don't
does
thi-
benefit the Browns once again. Because there's
I don't think he has the right
controversy.
weapons to dismantle the Browns.
Right, and there's quarterback controversy, but a lot about Russell Wilson is he's a scrambling side-to-side quarterback, a la Baker Mayfield, who also signed a 3-year deal for $100 million. But
Yeah.
they're trying to
Another
keep Pittsburgh
amazing
keeps their quarterbacks in the pocket. And Russell Wilson, that really doesn't fit his style. He's got to be a
Right.
scrambling, fool. And they,
yeah, he's
the
a heck of
Pittsburgh,
an athlete.
Pittsburgh's
or was.
known for their run game, offensive
Yeah,
lines,
I think he's
tight
a
end
shell
play.
of himself.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he'll get busted up there, and then you got
Yeah, I don't-
Miss
Yeah.
Marty Pickett and
They'll be back to him.
Mason Rudolph. Right? So,
I think the Browns are going to own the Steelers this year.
So far, they benefit.
I think.
Yeah, I don't think we. I was looking. We have to check the record on this. I don't think we've swept them because we play them twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we swept these guys since like '89 or something. We haven't won 2 in a row
decades.
against it's been too long. We got to own these guys.
I think we're going to beat
For
them
sure.
twice this year.
I do too. It's time. I'd love to just see us go.
Russell's past his prime.
I'd love to see him go minimum 5-1 in the division.
Yes.
I mean minimum. Yeah,
I think it's possible. It's possible.
And we haven't won a division title, since the '80s. This is kind of win. You
ridiculously
gotta
long
get
time.
this done and over with.
Way too long.
It's
We're
aggravating.
The dog pound is due.
But hey, man,
Yes.
you never know what happened. I mean, Russell could keep regressing. Lamar
Right.
could get hurt.
Right.
Who knows what's going to happen with the Bengals?
Right.
Oh.
Derek, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson, his real name is Derek, by the way.
Maybe, maybe
I
Deshaun
figured
comes back and plays like old.
Oh, my God. I
That's
forgot.
Yeah, you forgot. Hit Derek.
All the other teams could have a regression.
Yeah.
The Browns
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
over to the top.
and this is like a couple other things I like, too, about
This
it.
is our
It's like
time.
Burrow always seems to get hurt. He gets hurt a lot, and then, and then
So does Lamar.
Lamar, too, but, but hey, our hopes solely ride on, Derek, Deshaun Watson, having a
very
solid
expensive
season.
He's our Moses.
Yeah, and then we're gonna need a solid backup. I don't think Flacco's
he needs to produce with
Right.
that.
Yeah,
That's
but
just
now
being
as all this,
Right.
as all
Don't be
this
producing
news-
in the massage parlors, produce on the field.
On the field. Exactly. We need NFL productivity.
That's right. We need big games. Yeah, and then they're what they're working on a lot. What I heard with Deshaun is they don't want him running. They don't want him sliding.
Check it out.
They don't want him doing the slide and crash and burn stuff and everything. So what else we got here, Kyle? What else we got?
We covered a lot of the Brown stuff. We
Okay.
covered a lot of the players moving around the league.
Cool. What do you got? Comments.
Who's
Thank
out
you.
there?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Sorry.
With the best thing about the
it's a
Cousins.
good mention there, Hunter.
Yeah, for
runs for
sure.
1,000 yards and gets cut, man.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks
wanna
for
pay
watching,
him.
by the way,
Right.
guys.
Yeah, we appreciate the feedback. Anybody got anything else? Please bring it because we want to hear what people hear and think and everything. But let's get to the Cousins thing because that's a very interesting story for who is he like a 5th round quarterback selection? This dude, when he's all said and done with all of his contracts, is going to clear about $400 million.
God damn.
And he's hot garbage. He ain't won shit. He ain't, he's garbage. Not garbage, mediocre garbage.
He's a bottom
Sorry,
tier
Kurt, you're not
quarterback
garbage.
in
You
the
really
league.
are. But then you ain't going to win.
You're not
nothing.
garbage. You really are. I
Right.
mean,
You're not going to win nothing with it.
Ready for a very important segment?
Sure.
We have our
Oh, yeah.
the video. She wants to come and
Hey.
Here.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Hey. What's good?
Not much. Just
Ah.
working.
Yeah, what you want to talk about?
I have no idea.
What do you know about football?
I love football.
Oh, nice.
Men in tight pants running around catching balls. Hell yeah.
I love it.
Who's your favorite team?
Oh, the Cleveland Browns.
All right.
Oh, boy.
I'm a Cleveland girl. What do you expect?
Right.
That's right. We're lovable losers. Kick
Yeah.
some ass and all that.
Oh, well. It happens.
Who's your favorite Cleveland Brown?
Miles Garrett,
Miles?
All right.
Yeah,
Great
nice.
answer.
obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many did you go to a game last year?
No, unfortunately, I work too much.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. You work
I
up
hear
at Frank
that.
and Tony's, by the way. Thanks for having us, Frank and Tony's. You work up here a lot for the games and stuff, right?
Yeah, not normally.
Not
I'm usually
normally?
at Garage Bar for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to be here or the garage bar?
I love working here. Definitely my people here.
Right. And and you're great here. The service is wonderful. You guys always treat us so well, and we super appreciate all
Yes,
that.
big
But
thanks to Frank.
you
and
got to
Tony.
definitely work the Browns games up here this year
Oh,
because
I
this is
would
where
love
it's
to.
at. Yeah.
I would definitely love to. I
Right.
mean, you can always talk to the manager.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
like, hey.
We're going to definitely put in a good word for
Awesome.
you. And
I
all
love
that. And man, and all the specials here. You guys, staff, fantastic. The service, awesome. Treat us well. They turn on the heat for us and give us things we forget and everything. So
yeah, we do. Like tape.
Right. Watching dogs piss and right.
Oh yeah.
People spit on walls and they take care of us. And, any other things you want to talk about?
No, I definitely have to get back to work though.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for
appreciate
spending
you guys
your
for
break
having me.
time with us.
Oh,
We
no
did
problem.
it.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you. Frank and Tony, such a great host when we come out here every time. Thank you guys, and you got everybody look into their specials. They really treat us well here. And
Hey, make sure you guys follow us. We got a big episode coming for you Monday. We will be talking things other than football then.
right.
So, stay tuned.
Let's give some lead-ins. We're going to be talking.
Well, we're going to be doing some spring training recap. We're going to have Tito back on the show. Looking forward to that. We're going to be talking some renovations, some of the renovations that are being done to Progressive Field, and yes, they are done, and they will be interesting to see when we get down there.
And we got some insider info.
Do they have
on
a
what
casino in it now?
We got some insider info on what is done. So we'll tell you all about.
We're
that.
also going to be we'll have a better idea of what the opening day forecast is then. We're still a week out, so
right. And then we got what?
Opening day is my birthday.
Really? Hell yeah!
Yep. Should
all
be
right,
good.
so stay tuned, everybody, for the next episode.
We're looking forward to that. That's going to be after our 316
next Monday.
Yeah, we got 3 episodes coming all in a row. We got the 316.
After you,
we got the St. Patty's Ball Cut.
Dogfight Madness on the 18th. So after you guys brush off your St. Patrick's Day hangover, have another beer and watch our show.
Yeah, when you come. And we're doing brackets. So NCAA tournament's coming up. After everybody comes to on Monday, you're gonna have to check out the sports show. And then what else? Is there anything else we got to cover here? We want to hit some more any football free agency madness.
I think we covered a lot of the bases.
Cool. And okay. Did you need any baseball talk?
Yep.
What anything about baseball? Or we're going to get to that.
We're going to get to that. Cool. I wanted to save that for the next show.
Cool. That's a good thing. We'll see how things are going in spring training and all that good stuff.
All right, guys, I can help you out a little bit here.
Sure, thank you.
So 1 week from today, just one small week, we will be doing the Dogfight Madness. We'll be filling out a bracket live on air, and we'll be showing you how inept we are at picking out all these different college basketball games. But guess what? We'll also be getting back to baseball, and we'll have our resident baseball expert, Tito, come in, and he'll tell us all about baseball. And I'll try to catch up on baseball because I know very little, but I've been listening to some baseball content. I've been very confused.
Right. All right. We got the lucky coin, too, that we're going to flip, when we pick teams.
Oh, there you go.
It comes down to one or the other. The coin will give us the answer.
Well, do you guys got any?
If it's a guess anyway.
I'll probably lose it by then.
That looks like a very lucky coin. I saw a shamrock on there.
So are we going to see whose bracket's actually closest?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So we're going to be filling out.
What's the prize going to be?
One on you.
Well, the prize is going to be maybe a beer that you boof. I'm not sure.
Oh, man.
A boofing beer.
A boofing beer. Why not? But we will be filling out a Dogfight Sports bracket live on air, and we'll be filling out our own brackets as well. And I got a burp.
Chicken.
Wow.
That was almost a so.
Muscoozy. It looks like we have another guest coming in. Hey-o.
Carrie.
Come on. Man,
Special tonight.
Guest.
Yeah.
Right.
She sponsored earlier. And everybody, this is Carrie.
Hello.
Tell us about the crab.
Hey, so I own the Crafty Crab in Mayfield Heights. It's in the old TJA Fridays building. We're located at 1641 Golden Gate Plaza.
Yeah.
I am the first American owner of this franchise. We have 70 stores.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's all the way in the back. And then we had anybody who comes in Tank Telecast, Dogfight Sports, Abraham Drinking, John Wilkes Boothin. She's got an offer. If you spend anything more than $50, you're going to get $10 off. So you give about good 20% discount for anybody who comes up and enjoys. They got all you can eat crab nights, $2 beers.
And it is that time of year too.
Yeah,
for
sports.
food.
How many sports?
I have about 20 TVs. I have
hell yeah.
I have a 351-inch TV, and
Oh,
it's
you
not
can go there and watch the
projection. It's
game.
all integrated.
Yeah.
And a
That's
Bose speaker
awesome.
system.
Right. So you come up to sports parties, whatever you want to do, and then you're more than happy to accommodate everything. That is awesome.
Excellent.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. Hey, no problem. Thanks for helping sponsor us and everything.
Yes.
And you're going to talk to some crazy March Madness tournament coming up, and we'll get into all that because we're doing the Sports Madness Extravaganza or some crap next Monday after our drunk asses get to the St. Patty's Day weekend.
Yeah.
We probably all still
Once
be
we
drunk.
once we sober up, right?
When we sober up Monday, get
Tuesday.
the shakes all over, whatever. Yeah, so we're gonna have all that good stuff. But we'd like to thank you for your support. Everything that's awesome.
Okay. Thank you for
thanks
having me
coming
on.
Hey, anytime. Thanks you for supporting us.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. This is Dogfight. Yeah.
All
this
right.
is
Well, hey,
Dogfighting.
everybody, remember, stay tuned. Next Monday, we're coming at you again with the Dogfight Madness special. So, are you guys ready to bark it out?
Yeah. DAWG Fight Sports. Ready?
Go Browns! Hoo, 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 hoo.
Yeah.